welcome back to our Maserati F1 Manager series, and you join us as we're on a bit of a high at the moment, coming off the back of a fantastic result last time out in Imola. And in today's episode, a very quick turnaround, just 4 days after that race in Imola, and we head to Monaco for the Grand Prix weekend there. So very much looking forward to that. But as I say, we had a fantastic result in our last race. And if we look at that race result, Kimi Antonelli really finding his feet now with Maserati, P4 and Colapinto consistent all year. I think apart from that one race in, was it Jeddah? I think it was Jeddah, wasn't it, where it got knocked out in Q2 and that really hampered him. But other than that, I think he's had 3 6th place finishes, 8th place, and now a 5th place last time out. So Franco doing the business. Kimi Antonelli went one better, but 4th and 5th, what a fantastic result for us last time out. And Kimi Antonelli, I believe that is in fact 2 4th place finishes in a row, isn't it? It is indeed. So Kimi Antonelli has been 4th in the last 2 races. We've got an upgrade package coming, but it's still 15 days off for these 3 parts, 26 days for the rear wing. So we are probably not going to see that until Barcelona, maybe probably Austria more likely now, because we had a little bit of a delay in the factory because of that issue that was identified. So yeah, probably Austria, we're going to see another jump forward. So yeah, hopefully we might have enough about us to challenge for podiums before the end of the year. We don't know. We're in a 19 race calendar, and this is, I believe, race 7. So getting close to halfway through this season already. As I say, is Monaco for today's one. Not much to do off track. So before we get there, if you're not already, please do subscribe, do like the video, and get involved down below in the comments. And in fact, nothing to do off track for this one then. 18 for higher for the race targets. Always 18 for higher for some reason in this series, but we take it because it should be an easy target to meet. 18 for higher for both drivers. Let's get into practice, then jump back for qualifying. Okay, practice in Monaco completed, and near enough perfect with both drivers. Perfect for Franco Colapinto, 100% car setup and very high on driver confidence. Just 1% shy for Kimi Antonelli at 99%. He's high on driver confidence, but both are set up very well for a very important qualifying, the most important qualifying of the season. So let's hope we can nail it as we head into Q1 in Monaco. Okay, send our drivers out straight away here in Monaco. Track position, very important. We don't want any traffic if we can help it. And looks like we might catch a couple of cars here. Let's just have a look. Antonelli. Actually, we should be all right. I think Stroll and Piastri will start. Yeah, they'll start really picking up the pace around here. So we should be good here. And hopefully we won't need to go out again. So first sector, 18 flat for Antonelli, 18-1. So about a 10th down is Franco on his teammate through that first sector. Yeah, we're not going to catch the car, sorry, in front of us. So this is going to be very good. Antonelli's gone quicker again through the second sector, 31.7. Still very close, about a 10th and a half up for Kimi. But pretty close between our 2 drivers, but I think Kimi Antonelli's probably going to have this by a 10th or 2, unless Franco can nail the final sector. Antonelli across the line, 109.3, and Colapinto, 109, that will be about a 109.495, something like that. So very close, just under 2 tenths between our 2 drivers. Hopefully, we won't need to go out again. Just under 2 minutes of the session, we're not going to go out again. Colapinto is 11th, but I feel he's now 12th. He's now 13th, but I feel he's still going to have enough. The RBs have gone quicker, but it is going to be enough. Sainz knocked down Q1. That's a bit of a surprise. But we are through to Q2. Yes, Sainz knocked out in Q1. A little bit of surprise, that one. The Williams look pretty good this year, but we're both through to Q2. And let's head there now. Okay, out on flying laps here in Q2. Have set 1 lap on a used set of tyres. So both drivers now on a fresh set of sauce. And traffic-wise, looks pretty good. Antonelli's got Alonso ahead of him. Colapinto, Mick Schumacher. What are they doing? Are they on flyers? Alonso's on a flyer. Mick Schumacher on an in-lap. So just got to look out for that. Colapinto might catch Mick Schumacher. First sectors, 18 flat again for Antonelli. 18 flat for Colapinto. So very close on this run. Is Antonelli about to catch... not Antonelli, so Colapinto catch Mick Schumacher. That's going to be a bit touch and go towards the end of this lap. Second sector, 31.6. 31.6, I think. Antonelli's about half a 10th up. Colapinto says he's being impeded. I don't think he was. But here we go, to the line. We're actually safely through to Q2 anyway. But what do we do here? Colapinto, who's slightly quicker. Not quicker than Antonelli's first time. And yeah, about a tenth, just over a tenth between our two drivers. But both are safely through to Q3. Both Red Bulls didn't set a time. That is very odd. Both Red Bulls 15th and 16th in Monaco. That's a strange tactic to do in Monaco. But there we go. We've got a red flag here. Fernando Alonso. Not the best of replays there. Oh, okay, Fernando. Fernando's been drinking this Saturday afternoon because he obviously locked up. No collision on the lockup, and then just drove into the wall when rejoining the track. And now he's blocking the track, and it's a red flag. We had already set a time. So, but the session is going to get restarted anyway. But if it didn't, we were okay. Let's get this restarted. Okay, we are in Q3. Then, as you saw, a red flag. We had set a time on used tyres. So, currently 2nd and 5th, but now on some fresh softs. And as I said, I don't know what happened in Q2 there. A Red Bull not setting the time. Very odd. And just having a look at traffic, we've only got Hamilton and Leclerc basically ahead of us. And they are on in-laps, but I think they're far enough ahead of us. They're actually in-laps. In-laps. So Piastri is the only one that can go quicker than us. Antonelli is going to start at least P3 here. Well, actually, it could be P4. Oh, and Piastri's not gone quicker. So it's at least P3 now, because Colapinto, I believe, is the only driver. Yeah. So Colapinto's at least 6th. Antonelli's at least 3rd. First sectors, they are going quicker as well. 17.9. Very close. Very close between our drivers. What could happen here in Monaco? This could be amazing for Maserati here if we keep seeing green sectors, especially on Antonelli. And he is going quicker. It's a 31.4. 31.6. So Colapinto's lost a couple of attempts, but he might be around the Ferraris. But what is Kimi Antonelli about to do here? Could Kimi Antonelli put it on pole? He's just got to go to the line now. Kimi Antonelli to the line. What is it? No, it's not quicker. And Colapinto is 5th. Antonelli couldn't have gone quicker through that final sector. But Colapinto does get up to P5. I think Piastri is on an in-lap as we saw. But it's a front row start from Antonelli in P2. All important around Monaco. And P5 for Colapinto. What a result this is for Maserati in Monaco. Qualifying, really important. And we've absolutely nailed it. I was getting excited there. I thought pole might have been possible because Kimi Antonelli was going quicker, but not quick enough through that final sector. But Lando Norris on pole. Then it is Kimi Antonelli on second, and a front row start splits the McLarens. Piastri 3rd, Leclerc 4th, Colapinto splits the Ferraris in 5th, Hamilton 6th, then Albon 7th, Stroll 8th, Ricciardo 9th, and Alonso, as we saw, crashing into the wall, doesn't set a time. He starts P10. Let's have a look at strategy then before we get this one underway. Okay, first thing we can see is we've got a dry compound tyre switching over to a wet compound. So let's have a look at the track graph. We have got rain from lap 34 and it will go to full wet around about lap 45. So it's going to be around about lap 40, lap 30, yeah, lap 36, 37. You need to put some wets on, I'd say. I don't think that's the way to go. It's going to dip a bit at the end, though. Inters at the end, maybe, for a few laps. I think this is the way to go. Ooh, a medium. Medium could just about do it. Ooh, do we risk a medium? No, I think we have to stick with a hard just to give us a bit of wiggle room. Yeah, I think we stick with a hard, just a bit of a wiggle room. So I'm going to go the same with both drivers. I just don't think it's worth the risk starting as high up as we are. If we had one of the drivers, or both, but at least one of them, if they're bogged down a bit, starting out of the points, I'd try a medium. Try something a bit different, but I think we have to go with this. So just looking back at the track graph, I say it's going to get wet around about lap 35, but you probably won't put the wets on. You'll give it a lap or two. So it's going to be around about lap 36, 37. The mediums on standard could get you to lap 37. But as I say, any lockups or any issues, you're absolutely screwed there. So I don't think it's worth the risk. With a hard, we can have a lockup, we can have a bit of an issue, have a bit of overheating. So I think we've got to go with that. Only other thing is where it's dipping to inters. Maybe a slight dip here, lap 53, but I don't think that's too concerning. The dip at the end, though, what was that, lap 73? Probably the last 5 laps could be on inters. So you've got to keep some tyre life in the wets. But as you can see, there's plenty of tyre life in that wet. So I think this is the way to go. And that's how we're going to go. So we're going hard to wets, both drivers. And we'll play it by ear a little bit on the actual lap that we have to pit, depending on when the rain hits. But we've got plenty of wiggle room there on those hard tyres. So it's going to be Kimi Antonelli starting on the front row in second. Franco Colapinto in fifth. Let's see how we go then in this Monaco Grand Prix. Here we go then. We've got 4 lights, 5. And they're being held for quite a while. We see Kimi Antonelli starting from the front row. He's got Piastri right on him. Can he fend him off? Piastri's going to jump down the inside. We want him on always defend. He's on always defend. Colapinto has made up a move there. He started P5. He's up to P4. So a great start for Franco Colapinto. And a good start from Kimi Antonelli to hold on to P2. So there are 2 drivers that are trying their hand at the medium tyres. Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. Both Red Bulls have started from the pit lane. I'm not sure why they've done that. So in Q2, they decided not to run. They're obviously using this race to start from the pit lane. But really, Monaco is not the race to do a pit lane start from. Kimi Antonelli fan, love to see Antonelli second, hope to win. Oh, that would be absolutely phenomenal for us. So Kimi Antonelli, a nice start. P2, these McLarens are absolutely rapid this year in 2026 though. So yeah, let's see how we go. We just need to play the defensive game, really. All the way through this one. Right, so this is where we can be a bit tactical with the battery. And just try and frustrate Oscar Piastri. And do the same with Franco Colapinto.
Keep using it.
Right, Piastri is going to get DRS here on Kimi Antonelli. He's very close. He might have an opportunity. No, he can't get it done. Antonelli fends him off. Now, it'll be highly unlikely in real life, but in the game, you can get a move done in here on the inside. But Piastri too far away there. We're using quite a bit of fuel, but there is going to be rain, so it should be fine. We could have underfueled, to be fair, with the weather coming in. Right, again, tactical with the battery.
Use overtake, use overtake.
I think Colapinto will get away neutral on his battery. Antonelli. As Perez has ran wide. You can't really run wide around Monaco, but you can run inside turn 15. I want to deploy out of here again.
And overtake available.
Copy. Copy.
Yeah, Oscar Piastri being frustrated then behind us. Colapinto's dropped a couple of seconds off this battle as well. We're absolutely fine for now. So I think we can keep Piastri behind for quite a while, but it depends if he can undercut or overcut, then he'll probably get the move done. I feel we can bow the Ferraris as we have got a yellow flag. Just a yellow flag, not changing to a virtual or safety. Esteban Ocon's locked up, and that's not what you want to do when you're having to save tyres for wet weather.
Very heavy on the brakes. By that point, it was just
Oh,
too late.
it's the wrong way to turn Esteban there. I imagine he's dropped down to last. He has. Tyres down to 71%. So as I say, that's not what you want, because those tyres have got to last. So yeah, Colapinto's broken the DRS again to Hamilton. Hamilton's on those mediums. He's going to have to manage those, and he might start holding up Leclerc, which would be very nice for Franco.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, this must be so frustrating for Piastri. He's used 13% more tyre life because he's just stuck in that hot, dirty air of Antonelli, but we don't mind it. Yeah, Piastri really pushing, but he's absolutely killing his tires, which could be good. He's got to get these another 16 laps or so. As Piastri, is he sending one? He's trying. He's really trying now.
You can push as much as
He's
you
alongside. But Antonelli knows how important it is to keep him behind, and he has. Oh, Oscar, that was bold, and he nearly got it done.
Okay, you can slow down a bit now.
He is in a much faster car.
Copy.
Use overtake.
Antonelli has frustrated him for 16 laps, and that fight nearly came to an end. Antonelli didn't give it up, using a lot of our battery here, though. Piastri is really pushing. Are we keeping at bay? And we've got a yellow flag. I think we've got Ocon into the wall. Piastri is very close, so I can't have a look at that. Piastri,
Now,
not close
just
enough.
looking here, possibly
Ocon it was that
passing
crashed. Ocon, he's already had a lockup. And yeah, Esteban, not good. What's your favourite Bond? Was that an obvious question? We've got a red flag. No. No. Carlos Sainz out of the race. This is what we didn't want. Oh no, we just built such a good... Oh, he's clipped the wall on the left. Ooh, that's a nasty impact for Carlos Sainz. Oh no, just as we could pick up the pace there and really make our strategy work. What do we got? What lap is it? It's lap 20. We've got 14 laps, so it's going to have to be softs, isn't it? Softs will do 38. Yeah, I think I'll go softs. Gonna go softs with both drivers then. Ferrari spaghetti strategy, yeah, indeed. That red flag has come at... It's not... Why is it raining? Oh no!
away as the race continues.
Oh, we've just ruined it. We've just ruined it, chat.
And it's lights out.
I didn't look at the radar.
Away we go.
Oh no, chat. I want to load that mid-save, but that would be cheating. We've absolutely wrecked our race, chat. Oh, I completely just wrecked this, chat. No. This is why looking and streaming, you take the eye off the ball, and I've completely made a schoolboy error, and that is going to wreck our whole race because we're going to go to dead last. This should have been a podium. Sack the team principal. Oh, that is absolutely diabolical. As Alonso's crashed. Oh, give us another red flag, please. Right now.
Yeah.
Chat. Oh, we have got a red flag.
Red flag.
We have got a red flag.
You can see just how much water is on the track.
So it's Behrman this time has crashed.
They can't avoid making contact, and that won't do their confidence any good.
Oh my god, chat. I'm not religious, but there surely is a saviour up there. There is a saviour. Oh jeez, we still lost out a bit, but we would have been dead last. Right, now we do want to be on the wets. Alright, let's just take our time here. Right, wets. Wets. Okay. Bro, you're actually so lucky. That is... I can't believe we've actually got that lucky, to be fair. But I forgot the rain was coming in. Obviously, the red flag delayed it by 20 minutes. We went on soft, so it was full wets. We would have had to pit. We would have gone dead last. But a second red flag on that lap, and that lap only, has meant We restart in third and fifth. We're on the right tyres.
Use overtake.
And we have just got extremely lucky there. As Antonelli is into P2, is he? Piastri doesn't want this again, but Piastri's going to have to deal with it, I'm afraid, Oscar, because Antonelli is back to P2. And Colapinto is back to P4. It's exactly how we were. And that is so lucky. I think I've used all my luck, but I don't know for how long, but that was as if there's a cheat in the game where I can orchestrate a red flag, because the red flag would have only worked on that restarted lap, and somehow we got it. We got so lucky there, because we would have been dead last. Dead last around Monaco. Would have been a long old next, 50 laps. Great, thanks for the follow. I can't believe that. That's very exciting. All right, anyway. Let's just check the weather now. It's pushed. Oh, so it is going to go dry now, though. Because we've had 2 red flags, we are going to finish dry for 28 laps. So we've got another yellow flag. It's all going on now, isn't it?
Now we've had a crash.
Alex Albon's crashed.
Take a closer look. Just look at how wet the asphalt is.
He's just clipped the wall.
And then...
So, yeah, we'll have 28 laps, I think that was, at the end here. 28 laps, so... What do we think? Softs or mediums? That's going to be interesting. Right, let's all calm down a bit. Piastri's just developed a fault behind us. That's nice. So is this going to be Crofty or Piastri telling us what the fault is?
The vibrations quite bad now.
He's got some vibrations in the car. Oscar Piastri. Don't want our tyres to overheat too much here. Let's just cool them down a bit. But yeah, if you're jumping in for the first time, please do follow or subscribe. Right, the rain has stopped, and now we'll see how quickly the track will dry out. And you'll see how quickly our wet tyres are going to burn up here.
In front of you, we have Norris.
Norris has built 3 seconds on us.
3 seconds.
Track condition
behind.
changed to damp. So we're entering the phase where inters will be better, but inters, it won't be inters for long. That's only a lap or so. So this damp level is coming down very quickly here. As you know, Norris and Piastri both have gearbox issues now. Will they suffer later on this race? Or what is it going to be at the end of this lap? It might still be too early end of this lap, you know. Yeah, it's going to be too early end of this lap. Damp level is 1.77. Still too early. Unfortunately, Colapinto's used a lot of battery. Just go for a bit of top up. He's got 8 seconds on Leclerc. Pit next 2 laps. Yeah, we're monitoring it. I think it's going to be the end of next lap. Halfway through this lap, and damp level 1.61. It's still going to be too early this lap.
Are you ready?
Copy.
Now, it could be the end of this lap. It's going to be very close. Let's just see once we get to the end of this lap. We're absolutely wrecking our tyres, though. .36.
Copy.
Oh, Antonelli's tyres hold on. Look how much we're burning them up. It's 1.3. It's too early. What game is this? It's F1 Manager 24.
It's 2 seconds from you. Keep focus on our race.
Right, end of this lap. Cars are
Overtake
absolutely shot to
available.
bits though, so Piastri is going to close to us, unfortunately.
Box is lap.
Box.
Piastri's within 1.6. Antonelli's tyres have gone. We're coming into the bits. Lando Norris stays out. It is 1.07. It is a little bit early.
Copy.
Medium tyres on. Antonelli servicing 2.5 seconds. Colapinto in behind him. 2.2. Lovely pit stops. It is still a little bit early though here. But we had to because our wets were absolutely burning up. And they've saved a little bit more tyre life on the grid. So we've got to hope. I think Oscar Piastri's got a great chance of getting the overcut here. Antonelli's used a lot of battery, but we kind of need to do this. We need to get these tyres up to temp very quickly. All right, this is going to be key here.
Now down to the pits.
Albon's got a
There's
pit stop
been hold-up.
issue. Other McLarens, yeah, they've got a wide enough gap that they won't lose time in the double stack. Surely they're coming in. Lando Norris is in. Piastri surely as well. They are. So I've got a feeling that Piastri might get the overcut on us here. It's absolutely perfect timing for McLaren to stop now. Yeah, clean stops. Yeah, they're going to get the overcut, I think. Because you'll cut that first corner as well. Antonelli is only now on the start-finish straight. Piastri about to get up to speed. Here we are, though. We are just going to get him. He'll cut that corner, but he's too far behind. It has just about worked for us. Is that Lando Norris? It is Lando Norris. Go on. Go on, Antonelli. On the inside. He's through. Antonelli. Tyres up to temp. And he leads in Monaco. That is absolutely unbelievable. It has worked. Coming in early. Antonelli, as I said, you wouldn't see this in actual F1, but in the game you can get through here. And Kimi Antonelli had the tyre temp. Lando on colder tyres out of the pits.
And we've got a new race.
And can you believe that? Oh, wow. Antonelli is through. Now, the battery is not in the best place. That's the only thing I would say. That's the only thing I would say. But we can try and top it up a bit. Yellow flag. Right, Antonelli. Lando's on the charge. Lando is on the charge. Can we defend? Porsche's crashed.
So let's take a look at the replay.
Let's have a look at what Teo's done. Oh, he's clicked the wall on the left like Sainz did earlier. Right, we keep Lando behind, but as I say, battery is pretty critical. Is Lando going to return the favour into turn one? He's got a gearbox issue as well as Lando. He can't do nothing there. We're going to have to try and harvest.
Mode charge.
What tyres are the McLarens on? They're both on the mediums. They got a couple of % on us, stopping a lap later. Hopefully, Bortoletto gets out of the way now. He is getting out of the way. And he's just held the McLaren slightly there. Definitely had to lift there, Lando, because he's dropped about 6-7 tenths there. So we will just use that time to harvest the battery. He'll close right back up to us. Now he's used that 2% difference he had, and his tyres will start burning up. This is what we did to Piastri earlier in the race. And we're about to try and do it to Lando Norris. Hey, both McLarens with gearbox issues. Can Colapinto close in on them in this race? We'll see. Colapinto, Leclerc has closed slightly. Be my only concern. Are the hard tyres working better? But there's one thing closing. Leclerc couldn't pass Colapinto for 20 odd laps either, so the drivers keep it on track. We've got an amazing chance here, especially Antonelli. We were hoping we might have a chance here for our first ever podium, Maserati. It would still be our first ever podium, but we might be on the top step of that podium, which would be absolutely incredible. Piastri is past Norris, so is Norris's gearbox issue becoming worse than Piastri's here? Colapinto's not really gaining on though. Leclerc is gaining on Colapinto, but again, Colapinto did have to get past Bortoletto. He might have lost a second or so doing that. Alright, we've got Hulkenberg, the next back marker. Should get out of the way really here, but he's not going to. I'd rather stay behind him now to get the DRS and then get out of the way on the start-finish straight. But he's letting us pass there, which won't give us any DRS.
The use overtake.
Well, it looks like he's held Piastri up a little bit there. Oh, we did actually get some DRS off him, so that's nice. And we can go to neutral here because Piastri is not right on our gearbox. Piastri used 5% more tyre life and he's dropping off. The tyre margin is close here, even on standard. You probably only have a couple of laps you can push on, and the McLarens might have done that, so the McLarens might be having to save some tyre life here now. I don't want to curse us here, but this is looking very, very good for Kimi Antonelli here today. Colapinto doesn't look like he's going to have the pace to get to the McLarens. His job is to fend off Leclerc. We'll take a P1 and P4, that's for sure. Yeah, so Piastri now 2 seconds off the pace. We've got 7% tyre margin. Colapinto 5.4. I wonder if McLarens do drop off. Colapinto might be able to close that. Go back to neutral now with Franco. Leclerc has got to within 3 seconds, but again, he's used 5% more tyre life and he's on a hard. Is this level easy? Not sure what you mean, but we play on hard difficulty. Don't know if we can show you that whilst we're in game. Yeah, there we go. Car development and races on hard settings. Oh my god, I had a heart attack.
Do your best.
Antonelli's ran wide.
Let's follow the drivers then through turn
But this will just be cutting the corner, luckily.
Oh no, that's...
But we're on board with him, Kimi Antonelli. He's on his final lap, the final lap of this Monaco Grand Prix.
You're doing a good job.
It's his first season with Maserati. He wasn't in the team at the start of the season. It was Zane Maloney who had that seat. And after 2 races, we made a difficult decision to say goodbye to Zane Maloney. And that was only because the game presented an opportunity where Kimi Antonelli was a free agent. He's Italian, he's young, and that's what we want for Maserati. We're an Italian team. We want young drivers, and we want an Italian feel. He ticked all the boxes, did Kimi Antonelli, and he's ticking another box right now because we're yet to score a podium this year. We're yet to score a podium in this series. And as he rounds these final corners, he is about to score the team's first podium. But not only that, it is going to be the top step of the podium as Kimi Antonelli wins in Monaco. What a race for Maserati as we nearly kill Fernando Alonso at the end. He runs out of fuel right at the end there. That was touch and go, but what a win it is for Kimi Antonelli. And Colapinto claims P4 as we see Antonelli cross the line. And it is a win. Somehow we have won a race here. I'm not quite sure, but Monaco always presents an opportunity. Kimi did the hard work on the Saturday, put it in P2. And, yeah, just kept in P2, kept Piastri behind him the whole race. And we were worried when we made that stop, whether we might have been a lap too early, but his tyres were up to temp on the dry compound. The McLarens went a lap later. He had to make a bold move on Lando Norris. He made the bold move, and once Antonelli led, it looked good for us, and it was good. Kimi Antonelli wins it. It's a first win for him, and it's a first win for Maserati. This is what we want to see.
How do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage?
This is what we want to see.
They'll be absolutely delighted to have.
And unfortunately, there's no game faces for Franco Colapinto or Kimi Antonelli, so they're going to be on the podium. Well, Franco's not on the
thank
podium,
you
but
everyone for
Kimi
joining us
Antonelli
this
will be on the
weekend
podium
here in Monaco.
with his helmet on, no doubt.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round on the shores of the Mediterranean with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
Oh, no podium. No podiums allowed. Is that because they haven't got game faces? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe someone knows on the chat. I'm not sure we're going to get a podium for that. That's a shame. Or maybe it is because they haven't got game faces. You only ever see them with the helmets on. But here we go. This is it in all its glory. Kimi Antonelli qualified P2. That was a hell of a result anyway to put it on the front row. I didn't think we were coming into this race to challenge for the win. I thought probably Lando started on pole, Oscar Piastri in third. I thought Oscar would probably get past us, and we might have a sneaky chance to hold on to third with the Ferraris behind us. And yeah, I was wrong, but I'm glad to be wrong, as Kimi Antonelli wins it. Oscar Piastri second, Lando Norris, as I say, from pole finishes third. Franco started fifth, up one to fourth. Solid drive from Franco. He's been consistent all year, so we're loving that from Franco. Leclerc in fifth, Stroll sixth, good result for Stroll. Perez seventh, Hamilton eighth. Somehow he got back to eighth after that awful pit strategy from Ferrari. What's new there? Max Verstappen started from the pit lane, and of course Max doing Max things in Monaco, managed 12 overtakes, not necessarily all on track, might have been through the red flags and pit stops, but still up 12 places to claim P9, and Danny Rick rounds out the top 10. Drivers' Championship, Lando Norris had won the first 5 races, but not the last couple. Oscar won the one before this race, and now Kimi Antonelli is a race winner. So Oscar Piastri gained some points on him, though might still be a championship battle. Only between the McLarens, I would say, because Verstappen might still be there. Did take a pit lane start, but only gets 2 points. Leclerc fourth, but look at this. Kimi Antonelli didn't race the first 2 races, so he's had 2 less races than everyone else, and he's already up to 5th in the championship. 65 points, takes a race win. Absolutely beautiful stuff from Kimi Antonelli. Lewis Hamilton drops to 6th, Franco Colapinto drops to 7th. But as I say, Franco has been very consistent for us, so still doing a very good job, no concerns on him. Perez 8th, Alonso 9th, Stroll into the top 10, he jumps 3 places. Sainz is 11th, Albon 12th, Danny Rick 13th, Liam Lawson 3 points in that Red Bull. That's absolutely awful. We've had 7 races this year, and he scored 3 points, and the rest of the drivers yet to score. Constructors, McLaren still looking very good for them. They top the standings. Then we've got Ferrari in second. But look at this. Maserati are in third. We take 37 points. Max's dramas today means they only get 2, and it's only really Max scoring for that team, so we've probably got a chance for P3. We definitely want at least P4 this year, but P3, maybe even P2, who knows? We've got another good upgrade package coming in a couple of races' time. We're currently P3, Red Bull 4th, Mercedes 5th, Aston Martin 6th, Williams 7th, and RB, Kick Sauber, Haas and Alpine still yet to score. Outside chance of an RB point today, but didn't happen, so still only 7 out of the 11 teams have scored points. Did we get any pit stop points today? We did indeed. Franco Colapinto stop at 2.2 got us 10 points, and that means we're back up to 5th in the pit stop competition, so very good work there as well. And we would have done our race targets because for some reason they're still 18th or higher, so that is just literally an easy $1.8 million each race as long as we don't retire, essentially. But that is going to bring this one to a close. So what an absolutely fantastic result. As I say, I wasn't even dreaming of a win in this one. I thought a podium. I definitely thought we might be able to hold on to third for a podium. But Kimi Antonelli drove a great race. We managed the strategy well, pitted at the right time. His defensive work was great, made those behind him burn up his tyres. And basically a faultless drive, really, from both of them. I think Franco doing a similar good job, just qualifying really put Kimi in that position in P2, qualified P2, Franco qualified P5. So if Franco was a little bit higher, he might have been on that podium as well. But a really solid drive from both drivers. But of course, Kimi takes the plaudits for not only getting our first podium, but also the top step and our first win for Maserati. So I don't know, without that, would the fans in the chat still be on his back with us replacing Saint Malone? I don't know. Hopefully that's secured him a few fans for our Maserati series now with that win.